Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
While you're in sunny Florida, be sure to visit
WARlando! Enter into a world of epic adventure.
Hey everybody, welcome to WARlando. Our last episode was running just a little bit long, so we decided to split it into two parts, and this is part 2. Enjoy! Alright, we are back from our break. Hope you missed us. What are you guys drinking tonight?
Nothing fancy. I'm having a few leftover Modelo's.
Oh, nice. It's a good standby beer if it's not a good one to have in the fridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Nicholas, what about you?
I got a Cigar City Maduro Brown.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That one's good.
I'm a sucker for Cigar City.
They got great stuff.
I drink High Lie almost exclusively. It's been my go-to because you can get it pretty much everywhere.
Oh, yeah, isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good.
Right now I'm drinking a whiskey diet.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Just I wasn't in a beer mood tonight. Went with some whiskey.
It was always good. I'm always in the whiskey.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think I ran out of all my whiskey Tuesday night.
It's a stressful evening. Yeah. So, Warhammer Broken Realms is coming out soon, and my favorite faction, the Daughters of Cain, have been getting a lot of love lately.
I really love this. So tell me what you've seen, what you've heard about this.
Spoiler alert: Marathi can now play both her models on the table at the same time. So it used to be.
Can we talk about something else now?
You know how it used to be, you play the Shadow Queen or the other version of her. You put the sorceress version of her on the table first, and when you at the beginning of your hero phase, or after she's taken so many wounds, you roll at the beginning of the hero phase, and she can transform into her Shadow Queen form. Now, when you pay the points for her, you get to put both on the table right away. And I think I've seen the rule. I don't remember exactly how it works, but if you would allocate a wound to one, the other model takes it.
Yeah, I think the new one, or the small one, her wizard form is called Marathi Cain.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that's right.
And if Marathi Cain takes a wound, you can allocate it to the Shadow Queen.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And then it says if you were to do something that removes the Marathi Cain from the table without allocating any wounds, then you would just do 3 wounds to the Shadow Queen instead. So that's like their way of saying, like, you can't just like put Marathi Cain in your pocket, or you can't like as a Gargant, or you can't like hand a duster.
Right, yeah. So yeah, I've got it right in front of me. If the Shadow Queen is on the battlefield, wounds or mortal wounds that would be allocated to this model are instead allocated to the Shadow Queen and have no effect on this model. Wounds and mortal wounds allocated to the Shadow Queen in this way cannot be negated. In addition, if the Shadow Queen is on the battlefield and an ability or spell would cause the model to be slain without any wounds being allocated, then this model is not slain, and 3 wounds are allocated to the Shadow Queen. If the Shadow Queen is slain, after her model is removed from play, this model is also slain. So,
wow.
Yeah, I want to play it, and I want to see how it works out. But it sounds like you can kind of hide the Marathi Cain and let her just be in the back casting her spells.
Chucking
spells, and hopefully her spell profile is the same, where she gets double range in all of her spells, and
that's pretty insane. Yeah,
can cast 3 spells. Yeah, she's good. I'm really excited to see the Daughters of Cain getting some love after we just talked about their place in the meta list being so low. They're 3rd from the last right now, according to the meta.
So maybe 2021 is going to be your year.
Let's hope we blow right past KO. Just let KO's year be the year that never was, and we'll go right into the Daughters of Cain.
So harsh.
Oh, so not just that. So Broken Realms is coming out. Broken Realms has rules for all kinds of factions.
Yeah.
So Daughters of Cain, Eye in the Deepkin. There's a Slaves to Darkness one, I think, as well.
I heard that.
Yep, and lots of stuff for the Stormcast.
Yeah. So the Stormcast, which I think is great for you as well. This is all great stuff for you.
And
Adam,
cities too.
Well, that's the thing is so you have the Darkling Coven stuff.
Yeah, I do.
You've already got the dragon, right? You could just swap out the rider for the sorceress, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, I've got her ready to go.
Yeah. So you've got the Darkling Coven side, you've got the Daughters of Cain side, and then now for the Stormcast, you've got Stormcast too.
I do have some
for
Stormcasts.
Every 1 out of 4 units you take for Stormcast, or for every 1 of 4 units you take with a Stormcast army, that can be a city's unit as well, and it takes on the Stormcast Eternals keyword for the purposes of command abilities and such.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I could see a lot of fun being had with that.
I mean, when does this book come out? Can't come out soon enough.
I think it goes on pre-order this weekend.
Oh, I can't wait to look at it.
Yeah, I think it's going to have a lot of cool stuff. The only thing I'm worried about on the Marathi side for you, not for me, is that it does say War Scroll changes. So I don't see them making her weaker, but the only thing I wonder is how they handle the current rule about her not taking any more than 3 wounds per turn.
Right. Yeah.
So if Shadow Queen takes wounds from Marathi Cain, can she only take 3 wounds? They can't be negated.
Right.
So does she just if I want to kill Shadow Queen, do I just pummel Marathi Cain full of wounds? Or is there a limit to which Shadow Queen stops taking wounds and then they start falling on the Marathi Cain?
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully,
you know what I mean?
It's gonna be it's a new day for her. She's had her time of and she's helped me immensely. She's helped me win games just being able to just put her out there.
And a tournament. You won a tournament with her.
I did win a tournament with her. Came second in a tournament that was there was some debate about whether or not that last game was played correctly. So I felt like I had a lot of success playing Marathi the way she was. Really happy.
Yeah.
Loved playing her, and I'm hoping that love stays alive. Because I think if you lose the Iron Heart of Cain, that she can only take the 3 wounds, but now you've got that second model on the table at the same time. So I think it's going to kind of even out. It's different, but I think it's going to overall you get to have a wizard and a great dragon on the table at the same time.
That sounds fun to play.
Yeah, I think it's still gonna be fun. It's not gonna be what it was, but I think it's still gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, you should do it.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely going to. But
So
I'm
you're
curious.
ordering it?
What I'm worried about right now is if they're gonna do any tweaks to the witch elves, because I've got so many witch elves, and I would hate for them to take any kind of debuff, for them to get nerfed.
Yeah,
I think it's a lot about the snake ladies and the Qatari.
The canary harpies.
Yeah, the harpies. Yep.
Speaking of that, I think you're right, because there's a new box set coming out called Shadow and Pain. Have you guys seen this one?
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, which is full of harpies and snake ladies.
There you go.
And a new snake lady boss. So
Oh jeez.
it does make sense that's the way they're going. And I've heard that's the way a lot of people have been playing the Daughters of Cain lately anyway. They've been playing with the Blood Rack Medusa as the general and playing a lot of the snake ladies.
Oh cool.
Yeah, the Scathborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fun way to play it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think it's going to take anything away from what you have. I think it's just going to allow you to play the snake ladies more. And I think there was a couple rules that said Daughters of Cain in general. So I think, I think you'll have options for sure.
Yeah. I'm tempted to get that box set just because they're usually, the box sets are usually a good deal. You end up getting a model for free. You get a box set.
Yep.
What is that? Daughters of Cain and Slanesh?
Slanesh, and there's some new dude in there.
Yeah.
Wearing, he's wearing thigh-high boots with garters. It's a
Ooh,
very Slanesh guy thing to do.
Nice.
But he definitely looks like a Mark, what are they called in Hellraiser? The
Cenobite.
The Cenobites. He looks like a Cenobite on steroids.
Yeah, called the Lord of Pain. Yeah, I just pulled him up right here. Yeah, digging those boots. Got that fancy like Keebler elf, like twist of the toe.
He does. He does have pointy toes.
Yeah, it does have the pointy toes.
Yeah, he's really cool looking with the mohawk, and he looks like a Mad Max Cenobite.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, except he's the one riding on the back of the dirt bike in that one scene.
Yeah, he's very cool looking.
Nice.
So other things that talking about Daughters of Cain getting love. There's earlier this year they had an Underworlds set called Morgwaith's Blade Coven.
Okay.
And
Nice.
Then, so some cool looking models. A couple of the models look like they're witch elves, but they're in throwback poses to the older models, the 8th edition Warhammer models.
Oh.
So as a Daughters of Cain collector, they've been throwing a lot of stuff out there that I'm like, I want to get that.
Oh, yes. And I think they got didn't they get a Warcry set?
They did
at some point this year.
In the new box set, the Catacombs box set for Warcry. The one half of it is the Cainite Shadow Stalkers. So they look more like old-fashioned dark elves because there's guys and girls in the set, and they really look like assassins. But I guess everybody in the set is an assassin and a wizard.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool. It sounds like it'd be good for Warcry, which I played a couple of times. Do either of you guys get a chance to play Warcry at all?
Yeah, we played together once, I think.
Yeah, that
I
one
played
time.
Annie that one time, right?
Yeah. Man, on their website, on GW's website, like, where would you even go for Underworlds? I don't even see where they have Underworlds.
I have to type it in. That's the only way I can find it. I type in Underworlds, and that's when I find what they're selling for Underworlds.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, Underworlds, I really like the game. I like it better than Warcry. I liked it a lot. It was very much like X-Wing.
Yeah.
In the way that you build your army. Obviously, you're limited to the model set that comes with it, so you can't. It's not quite as like customizable of models like X-Wing, but the whole card aspect of it is customizable. So you get like a group of cards that are specific to your faction, and then you also get a group of like global cards that you can use for any faction. And then, the more packs you buy, the more general cards you get, so the idea is you buy all the packs, you get access to all the cards.
And that's been my main reason to hold out, why I haven't been that into it, because I've played a bunch of these deck building kind of games like X-Wing, where for a while there I was hung up with X-Wing, like, well, I'm buying this model just because I want that card.
Yeah,
I guess you're right. There has to be a mentality, I think. For example, like, I would be okay with just playing with what I have and just being limited to that and saying, well, it is what it is.
You're not talking about getting into tournaments.
Correct. Right. Now, if you go to like Tabletop Simulator, there's a couple of builds there where they've got all the options for you. Mm-hmm. And so I did play a lot of Underworlds on Tabletop Simulator. We just me and my friend Dallas, we just went through and looked at some of the top level tournament decks and just built what they had just to see, what the tournament level was like. And yeah, you would have to buy all the packs to kind of do this stuff, but for a tournament side of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, other than that, I think it's a fun game. I love the mechanics. It's really interesting.
That's cool. I'd love to give it a go sometime. I purchased one of the old Skaven set when the first wave came out. I had the Skaven set and the Stormcast set. So I really love those Stormcast models in the first wave.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of them are still tournament legal. I'm sure you can still play them, but I think they were like, what do you call it when they retire something? Retired.
Yeah.
Compendium.
Yeah, like Sunset. Oh.
Archived compendium, I think what we normally say with like
well,
Age of
they're
Sigmar.
all playable. Yeah, they're all playable. Like all of the factions are still playable in Underworlds. But whether they're competitive or not is one thing. I think one of the most competitive ones was the which is funny, right? So hear this out. The Gloomspite Gits, right? The Wolf Riders. They had a Gloomspite Git one that had Wolf Riders, which they don't have in the Gloomspite Gits army for AOS.
Right, because they were retired. They were a compendium, which so strange that they did that. Awesome, totally awesome that they did it.
Yeah,
I love those models
and those
too.
things are like really good in Underworlds.
That's awesome.
And so that's like a really competitive army, and yet you can't turn around and play this like in AOS.
So
you know what I mean? Like as a group. So.
Yeah, I love the Underworld range of models. They're so cool. They're so full of character. Well, they got Magok's Crushers, which is the orc guys, and the Grimwatch or the Flesh Eater Courts. Flesh Eater Courts. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. What I want to know is, would it be worth it in you've got an army that shares the same faction? Is it worth it adding in one of these Underworlds factions or one of the Warcry factions into a regular Age of Sigmar game?
I think they've got good variants. So I think for like the KO, for example, for Underworlds, you get like another chemist, and he's a named chemist, but versus like buying just the chemist, it's like $25 to get the KO Underworlds box, and you get a chemist, you get what you need to play Underworlds for one faction, and you get like one Arcanaut, you get one Skywarden, you get one of the rifle guys, the Thunders, and you get one of the special Arcanaut guys, and then you get this chemist, and it's $25 for all those models, but the chemist is like $30 or $35 by himself. Yeah, it's so and you can, if you want, you can just mix these guys in there just to give some more character to your existing battalions, or you can run them all as a unit on their own. Correct. Yeah, so he's got like a special ability, and he does and he's actually good for KO because the chemist buffs your to hit rolls, and this special chemist from Underworlds buffs your to wound rolls. So nobody competitively plays both of them at the same time, but you could potentially have both chemists, and they buff both your to hit and your to wound rolls. So, that's whatever. But I think the Chaos probably does the best with using Warcry models for AOS games, because I think you can use in Slaves to Darkness. Aren't they? What are the low level guys? The Marauders.
Marauders, yeah, yep.
Don't they have like some special like Marauder units from
Are you talking Underworlds or Warcry?
From Warcry.
Yeah, so it would be Warcry. So I do have the ability to, if I choose a certain faction, I can use the Warcry units.
And I feel like I've seen some people make some competitive lists on the Warcry units that you can get.
I would love to see that.
Yeah. It is. There's so much diversity. I think that would be fun, just having all these small little specialized units out there on the field.
I hate to see amazing models not be useful in play.
Yeah, that is true.
But to see like amazing models actually get use on the table You know, because you put so much love when you're building and painting a model. You know, you put a lot of yourself into that to end up then just putting it in a cabinet, you know, and never have it see any play. That's kind of sad.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
That must never
And
happen.
the Slaves to Darkness guys, I mean, they've come out with some really cool Slaves to Darkness.
Like Warcry, every other faction has been, majority of the factions have been Slaves to Darkness guys.
Yeah.
This most recent set, Scions of the Flame.
Oh yeah, they look cool.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a KO set. Are you talking about Nicholas? You talking about the Underworld's KO set or the Warcry?
There is a new Warcry set for KO, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Looks pretty good. Three balloon boys, bunch of Arcanauts, and looks like a chemist. Yeah, cool. One of the guys even has like a stand for a sniper rifle.
Oh wait, I was talking about Warcry the whole time.
You were? Okay. Because I know they did an Underworld set too.
No, you're right. Nope. I'm looking at it now. You're right. I don't have these guys. Yeah, people are saying, like, if you buy the Warcry set, you get a unit of Skywardens and you get a unit of Thunderers for $65, which you can't get if you buy them separately.
Yeah. Yeah, the Skaven set looks cool too. Looks like you get 20 clan rats and a bunch of giant rats.
Yeah.
A couple of ogres.
I wish I was just a little bit more excited about Warcry.
I know.
For some reason, I'm just not excited about it.
I played a couple games and it's fun. It's one of the things people say is it's fast. It's great. It's fast. I'm like, oh, I did 3 moves and it's over. You know, it's almost too fast.
Well, yeah, there was that. I mean, there's not really a chance to get, a little more immersed in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow, yeah, all these Warcry box sets they're coming out with. It's not like a lot of them aren't new models.
Yeah.
But they're older models in new boxes. Like if I was building a Skaven Clan Rats army, buying that Skaven Warcry box would probably be pretty cheap. A good way to get some of them a collection of models that I would have to buy separately.
Oh sure.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing that on purpose to, like, you know, say, hey, buy Warcry because you can use it for Age of Sigmar. You know, get into this new game.
Warhammer is expensive. It's just an expensive thing to collect and play. It's worth it, but if they find little ways like that where, yeah, you're spending a decent amount of money, but you're getting a lot of value for the money that you're spending.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I'd like to see it more. I'd like to give it a shot again. Or some Warcry.
Warcry?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was fun. I just thought it was a little
too fast paced.
Well, not too fast paced. Maybe if I play more and I get to be a better player, maybe it's not so fast paced. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like my models are being immediately deleted.
Right. Okay. So you didn't get tabled.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. The deployment's a little weird, I feel like.
Yeah. If you decide what's your spearhead, your main body, and what's your rear guard, but then you play the cards and you don't get to play them in that order necessarily.
Yeah. Right. So you have to, like, I feel like it's definitely a different, you know, you're not playing AOS, you're not playing skirmish right now. You're playing a completely different game. Like the tactics, it's a whole new tactics sort of
strategy.
Learning. Yeah.
Yeah, learning curve. Yeah. Still fun. I wish you didn't have all the counters. And, you know, just talking about this too, it makes me think, what's wrong with skirmish? I mean, I think I like skirmish better than Warcry.
Yeah. There's this Facebook post on one of the, like, Age of Sigmar groups that was saying, like, skirmish or Warcry. And it was, like, surprising, like, how many people were, you know, like, I feel like nobody plays skirmish. But yet, on the post, everybody, like, it was, like, split. I would say it was, like, a 50-50 split. People were like, oh, skirmish is great. And then other people were like, Warcry is great.
Like,
But
you can
I think
use,
it's great.
yeah, they can both be great. Absolutely right. They can both be great. But I think that with Warcry, there's that like sales side to it where if you want to play Warcry, you should probably get the cards. You should probably get the counters.
Well,
know
you
what I
have
mean?
to. Yeah, and you have to get the specialized little unit where the fun thing about skirmish was whatever models you have,
yeah.
Yeah.
just pick them, build an army, throw them out there on the table.
Yeah.
You don't need anything for skirmish that you don't already need for regular Warhammer.
Yeah. And so that's why I like skirmish. And especially
Yeah.
with like that hero builder, build up a hero.
Yes.
Have some fun.
I think a customizable hero. Absolutely. That's what we did that whole last year,
Right.
play through
so
that
much
campaign.
fun.
Yeah. We need to
I
start. We need to build up
jump
our
in
herd immunity.
too.
Oh, what? Say that again, Mark.
We need to jump in around two. So
Yes. We just need to build up our herd immunity, and then we can play again.
damn it.
Damn it. Damn it. It's so weird. Like, not to dwell on it, but like, I think I've gotten too relaxed again. Where I like for a while there, I was ordering all my groceries, and then the first thing I did when I got home was wipe everything down. But before I put everything away, I noticed I kind of stopped doing that. I feel like I'm getting kind of like lazy about my exposure, and I think that's part of me just like.
Yeah, I think it's more of getting a little numb.
Yeah.
Numb to it all. So.
Yeah, and I just want it to be over so we can start having fun again.
Well, we would like that too.
Yeah, I don't want to dwell in my loathing of the Corona. But it's neat that they've put these different Warcry box sets out using older models that they've put in these Warcry boxes with the cards. I think that's really neat because previously I bought one of the books because it had all of the profiles in it for a bunch of these older factions.
Okay.
Mark, I really like the Spire Tyrants. Have you seen that set?
I was just looking at them. Yeah, they're really cool. They got that one Minotaur guy.
Yeah,
The Beastman.
Yeah.
There's a few in there, yeah.
And there's a dwarf.
And a dwarf, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and there's one guy who's like, he's got the shield with the notch out of it. He's holding his sword like he's going to stab over it.
That's really cool. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, from the 8 points. Yeah. Well, they're all pretty much focused around the 8 points.
Yeah,
And
that's what the whole deal is.
So,
Right?
so they fit the Slaves of Darkness perfectly, because
Yes.
they're all pit fighters and, champions in that respect.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm all right. I'm going to have to get all these now. See, add to cart.
It would be so easy, Mark.
Just
There were so many times I've been like, what if I got everything I really want? I'm just add to cart, and then look up and go, oh God.
delete.
Delete right away. For a while there, GW, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to send emails if you've got a registered account. They'll be like, "Hey, did you leave something in your cart? Did you mean to come back and buy this?"
Yeah, don't leave us empty-handed. Oh, you're on to me, aren't you?
So one of the things they've posted recently that I thought was neat was so many vendors can sell Warhammer products at a discount.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've got a choice between going to the Warhammer store or going to your local game store that's not GW store, you're probably going to spend less money if you go to, like for us, Campus Cards and Games or Mini Duels. You're going to spend less money if you go to those places.
Right.
So I saw that to make up that difference, they're trying to do more in-store giveaways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this month, I think, if you go into an actual GW store and spend any money, you'll get a free model. And this month's model is just a regular rank and file witch elf.
Oh.
I was looking at it.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't that neat? And I was looking at it too. I think the one that they had on the website was the command group one, the one that comes with the banner. So hopefully they are doing that, because that's a big incentive for me
Yeah.
as a Daughters of Cain player, because sometimes you want to break it up. Sometimes you want, to do a smaller unit, but you don't. You've got your 30 models. You've only got the one command group. You've probably built.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. What I want to see is the month that they give away that one man crusher. and then I only have to buy 4 boxes instead of the 5. You think that's gonna happen? Yeah. Make it happen.
I'll talk to them. They're on my call list, so I'll give them a call. So this is what they've said: 3 more reasons to visit your Warhammer store.
Oh.
1, free model every month. So you come in. You're right. Free model every month, available to pick up a new model at no cost, themed around one of this month's releases. So at no cost, you can just come in and get this model.
Yeah.
So that's pretty. And
I mean,
there's more. You can earn collectible coins, and these are coins that are stamped with whatever that month's release is. So in this case, it's the Daughters of Cain stamp coin, and you can buy the coin collector box. You can start coin collecting at your Warhammer store.
That's great.
And the next
do
one,
they sell? Do they give you like one of those cardboard books where you can put each coin in? And
they
you
do.
Can be like, look, I've got a coin for every 50 days.
It's a Jeep. That's exactly right. It's a 12 by 12 coin box that you can do. So you come in every month and you get a year of coins. I could see using the coins like we're playing Triumph and Treachery games. It'd be fun to use these coins for that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the last thing that I think is also really exciting: pick and mix paint set. Get a pot for free.
Oh, all right.
Get some free pot. What?
A paint pot, Nicholas. Get your mind out of your weeds. So yeah, so you pick up. It's like when you go to the liquor store and you get the empty 6-pack box at the liquor store when you're buying beer. It's pretty much the same thing. It's 8 slots, and so if you buy 7, you get 1 free, which is pretty good. It's going to save you $4 to $6. It says you get the most expensive one free.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can get a bunch of small ones and then 1 contrast paint, and that's going to be the one that's the free one.
Where is this that you're seeing?
It's on the Warhammer community page, and if you're on there right now, it's the banner right at the top. So,
Nice.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
It is neat.
Yeah.
It is neat. I don't think it's going to draw me to the store.
You don't think so?
It would draw until it's a model I want.
Right.
Then maybe I'll consider it.
I think if it's a model I want, that'll get me in there, and you don't have to buy anything. You just walk in and get it. So I could see that getting me in there at least once a month.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to buy anything to get the model?
According to this, you don't have to buy anything. Just stop by your local Warhammer store and ask. And while supplies last.
Yeah. And so, of course, it's the guilt factor of, well, I'm here asking for something free.
Right.
Like,
do you just turn around and walk away?
Yeah.
And next month,
we know these people. So it's like, we know Jason at the store. It's going to be like, hey, man, just give me that free model.
One of the things I don't mind buying when I'm at the Warhammer store is paint, usually. And I'm usually low on something, and they always have what I'm looking for.
Yeah, they have the best. Well, they're well stocked. They should have it,
right.
Where a lot of the other stores might not have that particular.
Yeah.
For.
So that's exactly what they're doing. Here's a free model.
Yeah.
Buy some paint. Come on, buy some paint. This coin.
Yeah, I could see that. I like trying to source the stuff from, like my local shop, which has become the collective for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's yours too, Mark, right? That's kind of become your shop. And they do that subscription thing. That's like, it's $60 for the year, but you get $15, I think, for every 10 stamps, right? They do the stamp card.
Yeah, based on the level that you buy. So I get like the mid-tier one where for every 10, let's see, what was it for? What the hell? I got the dang thing.
You get 5. Well, he sold it to me because it was like, it's $60 for the year. That's $5 a month. He's like, you get a free $5 thing every month. He's like, that pays for it. And then on top of that, you get $15 for every 10 stamps, which comes out to like 15% off. Whenever you fill up the stamp card.
Yeah, so every $10 that you spend, you get a stamp.
Right.
But you fill up the 10 spots, you get $15 off.
And then you can get one item at 20% off each month.
Yep, 20% off. Yep.
There's no way the Warhammer store can compete with that.
No.
And you can call ahead and order stuff, and it's still included, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yep. He doesn't have everything, but you can call ahead and say, hey, can you get this for me? And he'll be like, yeah, I'll put in an order for it, and then I'll let you know when it's in. And then you can go in and get it.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can still go get this free model, but GW stores cannot compete with that.
Right.
I hate to see GW stores cease to exist, because that's the only time you can see the full range in person.
Yeah.
It is such a nice experience going into it, though. So I always, I don't mind buying a little something going there, because I get to usually browse around, and just look at everything, and they get the cool display cases with the painted armies in there and stuff. So it's a nice little outing, and I know I went in there recently with my son. We needed a little day out, so we got a bite to eat at that restaurant on the corner. I got to sit outside, wait for everybody, and then we walked over and grabbed a couple paints that he needed. So that was nice.
That's nice. That's really nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. So it was a good experience, and everybody who has ever helped us in that store has always been amazing. So.
Yeah. I mean, they're great people in that store, and you can't work for them and not be a fan. Like, someone who's not a fan of Warhammer and goes to work in that store, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I know it's not an easy time to get jobs right now, but still, there's got to be other places where, because I think they have a high standard of what they expect of their employees as far as like being fans.
Mm-hmm.
I think like they expect you to be a fan if you're going to work there.
The one problem I have is they'll say this, like, reading through this Warhammer community thing.
Yeah.
Is it's for every 60 pounds you spend, and for every $100 you spend, you get the coin. And it's like, not to, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I can't say like, hey, I'm an American. Like, that means something. Yeah, you're right. That does fucking mean something. It means I'm trash at the moment. But as far as like transfer rates goes, that's an expensive cut to us. Like, $100 is worth more than 60 pounds. So for me, I'm like, man, we're getting screwed.
Yeah, this is 80 euros or $100 or 60 pounds, like you said. I thought the euro was closer to the dollar last time I looked, but I guess not. Or not by their expectation.
It did get close at one time, but I don't want to say that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, the euro has held its value, but it's definitely that's a little closer.
$1.18.
I think it's like, right. So it's a 0.85 euros to $1. So 80 euros to $100 is close. It's, if we do British pounds, it's 76. It's 0.76 pounds to the dollar. So it should be for every 75 pounds you spend, you would be the same as spending $100.
Yeah.
Here it's 60.
Right.
That's a 15-pound difference.
I guess because they got to ship all these coins across the ocean. They're not minting them locally.
Yeah, I guess. Well, they got to ship them from China to Britain anyway. Yeah. Everything's made in China for them, I think.
I don't know.
I don't know about the coins either.
Yeah.
But,
I don't see myself collecting any of these coins.
cool slammer.
What'd you say? Cool.
So it's like a cool slammer.
What's a slammer?
I think remember those.
You remember? Do you ever hear of Pogs?
It's like that. Okay, yeah.
And then
it's kind of like playing quarters in college.
Yeah. It's like
flat marbles.
I know you're from Canada, but
no, I saw them. I never played with them.
Yeah, I didn't really either. But you would get a slammer. A slammer was like a thick coin, had some weight to it, and there was I don't remember how to play. I don't know if it's this simple, but I remember you would stack pogs, and then you would throw the slammer down on the pogs, and then if they flipped over in a certain way, you collected them. And then if they didn't, then you didn't get them, or I don't know. But anyway, it
sounds like fun. When we're between games of Warcry, we'll play Slammer.
There you go.
I do think it would be really. I'm not going to get any of these coins because I'm not going to spend. I just don't see myself when I do visit the Warhammer store. I don't spend $100 in a single visit. So it would only be if someone got me like a gift card or something would I ever have the opportunity to get any of these coins. But yeah, the thought of playing Slammer with one of these Warhammer, or better yet, playing quarters with these Warhammer coins, that sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, but I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Well, I think we've covered pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about tonight. Was there anything else you guys wanted to cover since we haven't talked in 6 months?
Yeah, no, I think we covered the whole basis of it. I mean, all the cool stuff coming out. I know there's more. We'll have to hit that.
I think they're gonna ramp up their schedule now because I think they've still got some catching up to do.
Yeah. So that's why we saw that sudden just influx of it all.
Yeah.
So, but no, it looks really cool. I'm bouncing around the site right now looking, and just so fun.
Do it.
It is.
Do it.
And adding to my box. Add to cart.
Go sign up for a new credit card. Let's go.
That's it. Do your kids really need to go to college?
Yeah, they can.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, maybe a year or two, but.
Well, cool. Yeah, I think that's about everything. Do you guys remember what our sign off is?
I think so. I think I have an inkling. I think I remember.
Mark, do you remember?
I think I do.
What are we celebrating this evening? I'm going to cut some of this out.
What are we celebrating?
A victory. So,
yes.
What do the orcs say when they're excited to be playing Warhammer again? This has been an episode of WARlando. If you want to get in touch with any of us, you can find us on Twitter or Instagram. Just search for WARlando. We also have a Facebook group called WARlando that you can join. If you want to support the show, please like and subscribe, and that helps us out immensely. We are also selling t-shirts. There's a link for the t-shirts in the show notes. And we're also selling Warlando-themed dice. If you want some Warlando-themed dice, just contact one of us directly and we can get those to you. Thanks a lot for listening.